The Asari, the complete history of Mass Effect's oldest civilization. Part A, the rise of the Asari. Before humanity looked to the stars, before the Citadel united the galaxy, before the Reapers returned to harvest all advanced life, another civilization had already spent thousands of years shaping galactic history. The Asari are the oldest spacefaring civilization of the current cycle. Renowned for their wisdom, diplomacy, and unmatched biotic abilities, they would become the political and cultural heart of Citadel space. Yet behind their elegant cities and peaceful ideals lies a history marked by mystery, sacrifice, and survival. Their story begins on a world of endless sapphire oceans, towering white cliffs, and lush continents, Thessia. Long before cities or technology, the earliest Asari evolved as naturally biotic beings. Exposure to naturally occurring element zero within Thessia's crust subtly altered their biology over countless generations, allowing them to manipulate dark energy through thought alone. What later civilizations would consider extraordinary was, for the Asari, simply part of life. Unlike many species, the Asari possess only a single biological sex. They reproduce by mentally melding with compatible partners of almost any intelligent species, combining genetic traits without creating hybrids. Every child born from this process is fully Asari, carrying within them both inherited genetics and new perspectives. This unique biology shaped a culture that valued diversity, cooperation, and understanding over division. As centuries became millennia, villages grew into republics. Art, philosophy, science, and diplomacy flourished. While many civilizations measured greatness through conquest, the Asari measured it through knowledge. Their leaders were not kings or emperors, but respected matriarchs, whose centuries of experience guided society through consensus. Nearly 50,000 years before Commander Shepard's era, the Protheans arrived on Thessia during their desperate war against the Reapers. Recognizing the remarkable potential of the young Asari, they chose to nurture rather than conquer them. Hidden beneath what would later become the Temple of Athame, they concealed a beacon of knowledge. One Prothean remained behind, later remembered as the goddess Athame. Eventually the Asari discovered the Citadel, met the Solarians, and together founded the Citadel Council. Their universities, embassies, scientists and commandos shaped galactic civilization for the next 2 millennia. They stood beside the galaxy during the Rachni Wars and the Krogan rebellions, proving that diplomacy required strength as well as wisdom. Few embodied Asari ideals more completely than the archaeologist Liara Tsoni. Her lifelong search for the Protheans would unknowingly prepare her to help save the galaxy itself as Commander Shepard uncovered the truth behind the Reapers. Part B, the Fall of Thessia. The Reapers returned, ending the illusion that any civilization was beyond their reach. Even mighty Thessia, defended by elite commandos and one of the galaxy's greatest fleets, could not withstand the harvest forever. During the battle for Thessia, Liara entered the Temple of Athame and discovered Vendetta, a surviving Prothean 6. It revealed the greatest secret in Asari history. Athame had been a Prothean scientist, and hidden Prothean guidance had helped accelerate early Asari development. Moments later, that priceless knowledge was stolen. Outside, Thessia burned. Liara left her homeworld having lost both the greatest archaeological discovery of her life and the world she loved. Yet the Asari refused to surrender. Scientists, engineers, diplomats, intelligence operatives and soldiers committed everything they had to the Crucible project. Above Earth, Asari dreadnoughts joined every surviving fleet in the greatest alliance the galaxy had ever assembled. The Reaper War ended. Civilization survived. Thessia emerged scarred but unbroken. The Asari rebuilt universities before monuments, restored archives before governments, and ensured that future generations would inherit both knowledge and truth. Liara devoted herself to preserving the history of the cycle so that no future civilization would confuse myth with fact. Unknown to almost everyone, rebuilding the Milky Way, another chapter of Asari history, had already begun centuries earlier. Part C, Beyond the Milky Way. In 2185, thousands of Asari boarded Ark Lucinia as part of the Andromeda Initiative, believing they were leaving Thessia for only 600 years. They would never return. For 634 years, they crossed the void between galaxies in cryogenic sleep. When they awoke in the Helios cluster, they found not peaceful golden worlds, but the Scourge, a colossal dark energy phenomenon that shattered the Initiative's plans. Separated from the Nexus, Pathfinder Sarissa Theris and Captain Ishara awakened into crisis. Alone in an unfamiliar galaxy, Ark Lucinia soon encountered the Ket, its first contact ending not in diplomacy, but in battle. Lucinia was never meant to be a warship. It carried 20,000 sleeping colonists. Facing impossible odds, Sarissa relied on intelligence derived from remnant technology to save the Ark. The decision preserved thousands of lives, but her concealment of its true source later led to her stepping aside. Videria Damali accepted the mantle of Pathfinder, demonstrating that accountability remained central to Asari leadership. The Asari established a new future in Helios. Their settlements blended initiative engineering with Asari culture. Universities reopened. Children learned biotics beneath unfamiliar constellations. Scientists explored alien worlds while artists and teachers carried their civilization forward. The Asari story began beside the oceans of Thessia. It endured through the Citadel Age, the Reaper War, and the journey to another galaxy. Their greatest strength was never a fleet, a government, or even a homeworld. It was their commitment to knowledge, compassion, diplomacy, and memory. As long as the Asari continue to learn, teach, explore, and remember, their story will never truly end.